Hello, friends. This is Jay Hendricks with Powerful Thought Daily. Today, I wanted to talk about Leo Gura, actualize.org, and kind of analyze it and see, according to this information I have, if it falls into the subject of a cult. If actualize.org is a cult, and if Leo Gura is leading a cult. So, there's two researchers, Janja Lakique, PhD, and Michael D. Langone, PhD, and they identified 15 characteristics that could determine if you're in a cult or not. So they do specifically say, though, that this is not a diagnostic instrument, but an analytical tool. So what we're doing today is just analyzing this, and you can see for yourself. They identified 15 core things that they've found common across many cults. And let's see if any of these ring true to actualize.org. Now, keep in mind, I was not heavily invested in actualize.org. I just had a lot of objections to what he was teaching. And anyway, I don't know the details and ins and outs of what happens or anything. So I'm not going to go pointing fingers. I just want to see, from my point of view, if it could be a cult, and then you at home could see these things, and if you've had different experiences, you can check these off and see how many out of 15 you agree with. Okay, so the first one is the group displays excessively zealous and unquestioning commitment to its leader and regards his belief system, ideology, and practice as the truth, capitalized truth, and as law. I would say that is fairly accurate. Of course, not for all of his followers, but they are very zealous. They have a very strong commitment to him, and he does say that what he says is the ultimate absolute truth, capital T truth. So I would check that one. Second one, questioning, doubt, and dissent are discouraged or even punished. I think this is mostly true because whenever you try to debate him or question what he's doing, he'll wave off your answer with a simple one-liner or something. And then if you start challenging it too much, he'll kick you off his channel or off his discussion board forum or whatever it is. I've heard of a lot of people getting kicked off. So I think that I would check that one. Number 3, mind-altering practices such as meditation, chanting, speaking in tongues, denunciation sessions, and debilitating work routines are used in excess and serve to suppress doubts about the group and its leader. I mean, I would say no to most of those things. He does, encourage meditation, but mostly he encourages heavy psychedelic use. And if you're being pushed into a higher state of consciousness prematurely with psychedelic use, his teachings could definitely be confirmed to you. And he always encourages to take psychedelics, so that could be a yes. I would say yes to that. A mild yes. Number 4, the leadership dictates, sometimes in great detail, how members should think, act, and feel. For example, members must get permission to date, change jobs, marry, and leaders prescribe types of clothes to wear, where to live, where not to live, have children, how to discipline children, and so forth. I wouldn't say that that's true at all with actualize.org. Anyway, on to the next one. The group is elitist, claiming a special exalted status for itself, its leaders and members, or leader and members. For example, the leader is considered the Messiah, a special being, an avatar, where the group and or its leader is on a special mission to save humanity. Well, in one of Leo's, in the unactualized.org, he posted a journal entry, and it says, let's see, I'm a vehicle for God's highest love for mankind. I am to use the gift of my extraordinary human mind to communicate God's highest intentions. My understanding will reach superhuman levels beyond all human comprehension and strain the human self to contain. There's no doubt that this is my way. I will have many critics and naysayers, but none of them will deter me, because all of them will be overcome simply by radiating more love, because I understand that their ignorance is their limited way of showing their love. By the end of my human life, the highest potential of a human life will have been actualized. All of this is self-evidently true. When I lose track of my highest purpose, and I will, I am to return here and reread this statement, regrounding myself in that which is undeniable. So, having read that, I think that that one could be true. The group is elitist, claiming a special, exalted status for itself, and, a messiah, a special being, an avatar that will return, and has a special mission to save humanity. I would say yes to that. Okay, just from that entry he made. Okay, the next one. The group has a polarized us versus them mentality, which may cause conflict with the wider society. I think this is definitely true. He heavily criticized science, and anybody that disagrees with him, he heavily criticizes them. And does it cause conflict with the wider society? I would say yes. Next one, the leader is not accountable to any authorities. And he's not. He's the leader of actualized.org. He himself even claims that he understands science and physics better than any scientist does. There's nothing you can tell him. You can't tell him that he's wrong. It's pretty wild stuff. Okay, I would say yes to that one. Next one, the leader is not accountable to any... Oh, sorry, that's the one I just read. The next one, the group teaches or implies that its supposedly exalted ends justify whatever means it deems necessary. This may result in members participating in behaviors or activities they would have considered reprehensible or unethical before joining the group. I wouldn't say so. I don't think that one's true. Anyway, the next one, the leadership induces feelings of shame and or guilt in order to influence and control members. Often this is done through peer pressure and subtle forms of persuasion. I think Leo is a very persuasive person, but I don't think persuasion itself is bad. But he does shame and guilt a lot. He has a habit of doing this. Shame on you for this, shame on you for that. I've heard that quite a bit from him. I would check that one. The next one, subservience to the leader or group requires members to cut ties with family and friends and radically alter the personal goals and activities they had before joining the group. I wouldn't say so. I've never seen a video where Leo is encouraging you to cut ties with the ones you love or anything. So I wouldn't say that that is true. The next one, the group is preoccupied with bringing in new members. Well, I wouldn't say preoccupied with it. I wouldn't say that he's... I think his earlier videos were to get more viewers, because they have a lot of views on them. But his more recent videos don't have as many views, but that doesn't seem to be an issue for him. So I wouldn't quite say that that's true, that the group is preoccupied with bringing in new members. Maybe some of you have a different perspective. But as for mine, I don't see that that is the case. The next one, the group is preoccupied with making money. I wouldn't say the group is preoccupied with making money, but Leo definitely makes money, and a lot of money. I think he said he has sold some of his courses for $2,000, $4,000. I don't know if that's true or not. That could be true. The group is, or Leo is preoccupied with making money. That could be true. I'll click that for now. Members are expected to devote inordinate amounts of time to the group and group-related activities. I wouldn't say so. I mean, they can devote a lot of their time to it, but the membership of actualize.org is not being forced to do anything. So I wouldn't click that one. Members are encouraged or required to live and or socialize only with other group members. I wouldn't say that's true. The last one, the most loyal members feel there can be no life outside the context of the group. They believe there is no other way to be and often fear reprisals to themselves or others if they leave or even consider leaving the group. I wouldn't say that's the case. It's an online group, so if you leave, you leave. It's as simple as that. So I wouldn't check that one either. So in my personal analysis, I clicked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of 15. Now you could, I don't know, you could call anything a cult, really. Some of those things could apply to many different groups. I don't think what Leo does is necessarily a cult, but I do believe that some of the people he has attracted are pining over him way too much and just accepting what he says is true way too much. Just because he's incredibly arrogant about what he believes and thinks, or what he thinks he knows to be true, and in my opinion, his misinterpretations of reality. So, yes, I believe he's experienced the things he has, but I think he has misinterpreted what is happening. So anyway, that's my breakdown. It's a gray area. I'm not sure if actualize.org is a cult. It could definitely be leading towards that, but I think the most important thing is Leo's unwillingness to think that he could be wrong. And hopefully the people that follow him can decide for themselves and not, and if the things they practice with actualize.org works for them, then so be it. If they find that they fall into an existential crisis or deep depression, which Leo does warn against, then they should take full responsibility of that. Anyway, that is all for today. This is Powerful Thought Daily. I'm Jay Hendricks. Please like, subscribe, comment. I love comments, and I will try to answer all of them. I have answered all of them so far, and I will continue. I love discussions, so I don't want to... Anything I say should not be taken as the final truth. I want to listen to each other, and if something rings true or makes sense that the other person is saying, then let that idea die a little bit and be reborn, and your thinking can improve over time. I think the only way that we can improve our thinking and reach the ultimate reality is together, by sparring together in a friendly, respectful way, and progress as a world. So thank you again. Again, like, subscribe, comment, click the notification button. I'll be attempting to do a video every day, so you can expect more content like this. And if you want to see anything else in this channel that you're not seeing, please give me some tips. I don't get offended easily, so just be honest. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.